Hello everyone, my name is Ben Taplin and I have a tremendous privilege to be able to address you guys for a couple minutes. I first wanted to give a big shout out to Shira and Macheva for putting this together and reaching out. Thank you guys so much and for making Counting count. So as we all know, today is one of the days of Sphira, and each day we have to take some time to reflect and to look at what we can learn from those who came before us and those who have sacrificed. And especially in today's times, we have to take some time to realize what was the big mistake that these 24,000 Talmidim did, that they got the punishments they did. And there's a lot of very interesting anecdotes that we can learn from them, a lot of different interpretations. I just want to focus on one that I found pretty relevant to me, and hopefully some of you guys will be able to apply for yourselves. So we know that one of the main reasons why they were killed, and they had really horrible deaths, and that is for that they did not respect one another. And there are many different levels of respect, but let's take a moment to realize who these people were. They lived over 1,000 years ago. Even the greatest people of our generation don't even pale in comparison to the strengths and to the abilities of the people that lived in that generation, let alone these Talmidim of Rabbi Akiva. Rabbi Akiva himself was one of the most incredible people to ever live. The Gemara says many, many stories about him, which illustrates his greatness. But what he was known for the most, as we learn in Avos, is that he was the most important thing, to him, that he constantly spoke about is v'ahavta l'reacha kamocha, to love your fellow like you love yourself. So how is it possible that somebody on that level, who had 24,000 Talmidim, they themselves couldn't relate to that? They were punished for that exact thing. It's something incredible to think about. I myself have spent a lot of time, but there's an answer that really resonated with me, and I would like to share that with you. And I really hope that you guys can take that in your own way. It's not that they didn't respect each other. They very much did. These were the greatest people of the generation. But here's the big but: when they agreed with each other. See, when somebody agrees with you, it's very easy to respect them. You get along, everything's great. But what happens when you disagree with somebody? How do you approach that then? Do you invalidate them? Do you belittle their opinion? Do you knock it? Or do you respect it? And that's the key here. The key is that was the mistake they made. They didn't respect each other when they disagreed. We all have it in our own lives where we disagree with people. It's a colorful world. We're all different, you know? We all look different. We all dress different. We talk different. But even when somebody is different than you, how do you respect them? How do you treat them? And one of the tricks to respecting people is to realize that as much as they are different than you, they're pretty much the same. You know, you actually have so much in common with individuals, even on the polar opposite side of the spectrum, right? They still have lungs, they still can breathe, they still eat, they still have to go to the bathroom, they have to do all the human needs. So if you really think about it, you have a lot more in common. So on an ideological level, you might disagree with the person, but you really have a lot more in common. And I think we all have to take this into our own lives and be able to use this appropriately. The next time somebody disagrees with you, and they will, maybe your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your neighbor, it doesn't matter. Think about before you respond and try to validate their opinion and make them feel good. And you may actually learn something from them. That's something that worked for me. I really hope you guys appreciated it. Either way, enjoy. It was an honor and a privilege.